Breathing in love and breathing out love to you all. Coming back from my 2 months journey through Italy, at the most amazing places you can imagine. For me, I was flabbergasted, as I learned from Dr. Joe Dispenza throughout all these weeks. He put it into words what I was always doing unconsciously, and the people and me last year who are in a crisis, you think that you can't switch from crisis and being happy in a minute. But if I would lead you into a meditation where I would ask you to go back and close your eyes and go back to a wedding of your best friend, family, or birth of someone, or birth of your own children, or whatever, and you go into these beautiful feelings, I could meditate you in 1 minute into the worst feelings you can ever have. So if I have that control as someone who's outside of you, I don't get why we don't take that control button more seriously as to being in control of our happiness. So it is a bit like being ignorant to the fact that we have really power over our mind. It's not like just, giving that mind orders like, go to the fridge, I'm hungry now, and please paint that picture in the background, please do this. You can also tell the brain how you want to feel, because you already know how you want to feel. You already know how it feels like, because you have so many memories. I think that's why we all go on holidays, so that we build up those memories. And I just have to sit here, and I'm in Assisi on that high plateau, looking on a sunset with a church, listening to choirs in the background, having the best Italian food around me, beautiful place to sleep. What do you want more? Like, we know how to get in and step into those feelings. We just ignore those memories. We go on 100 holidays per life, and we don't ever we have photos that we like to present on Instagram and everywhere, but we don't make the effort to go in there when we really need it. So I had to really dig deep and I found a pattern that was the same with everything that I was doing. So getting away from poisonous relationships, I had to build up a new... I found it so fascinating how he said that you build up a new personality. So you build up a new person's reality, a new personal reality. So I got it then. I was building up. I changed everything. I changed the narcissist. I changed my job. I changed the location. I went just to do things that are heart desire. That is so challenging and courageous in itself, that is already rewarding. But most rewarding is that I can tap into happiness feelings from my past. All these 42 years that lay behind me are the way that I can just go back and grab those memories. I can go into the worst ones, I can go into the best ones, I can go into the ones that I had years of everything was just okay, which I don't find very fascinating. The challenging ones are the ones that do something with you. So you can always be glad if something challenging towards you happens, so that you can tap into the best version of yourself. That's why you're watching this video, because you are in... there is a despair of you're lacking this happiness. And once you tap into it, you wouldn't need this anymore. It's like you just, I don't know, it's like, I think that's what I was the most afraid of, that you don't have, just like everything is okay, so you just stay passive. But in this kind of passiveness, I have such an energy. And I know when to shoot, and I know when to act, and I know when to do things, and I know when to really just relax. And the percentage was when I was stressed and when I was with a poisonous relationship, totally different, the percentage. I was like 10% active, energetic, happy, and 90% lacking all of that. And now it's the total opposite. I have 90% total energy. And yeah, it just stops. But you can tap into any memory you had. It can reach to the first memory if it's a happy one. And that happy memory, it's like bringing it like a present into now. Because if we really think about it, we can feel it. So if we can think it, we feel it. First, the mind tells the heart how to feel, not the other way around. It's not like, oh, I don't feel it. It's not the mood. I'm not in the mood. It should be the other way around. You're telling your body what to do, and not your body, your brain. So I found him very, very interesting. He healed himself from a spine injury from an accident with a truck and a car by himself. And I believe that if you build up this happy bubble because you know how to feel it, you just ignore it over the day. I ignored it last year. I didn't even tap into one scene of mine, and I had happy memories. I didn't even make the effort. But what is the use of that? I want to be happy now. I don't want to go to the happy place I was. That's how you get it. You transform. Doesn't matter where you are right now. Right now I'm in Frankfurt and just had all these holidays behind me. I could be right now at work or doing something else and it wouldn't be different. Tapping into that happy bubble. So how do you build that happy bubble around you? You have to imagine it. I can imagine a happy bubble around me. Like I take really the image of me. If I look at me from outside, from the roof outside, now the sun is coming out, and I see myself in this light, and it's like a light, happy bubble. Which disease could enter there? Because I'm never ignoring negative thoughts or anything in my life at the moment. If you are stressed, you are ignoring that fact that you have this potential. And I did. And now I'm just shocked how easy it is. And somehow unconsciously I was doing it even with a narcissist and everything I've been through. So these happy moments that just stay like, it's like the time just stops. And you don't let that thought go. That's how you practice. For me, that's like meditation. I don't let that thought go. Maybe you can hold it for 5 minutes and then it drops and then you're suddenly cooking and doing something else. But the aim is, while you're cooking, you can still stay in that one. While you go to bed, I can still stay in those woods that I imagine from my childhood and just breathe in and out this so self-satisfying moment that I had as a child. And why did I, all these years, always throw myself out as soon as something else happened in the room? As soon as I was driving, as soon as I was working, as soon as I was doing something else. We always tap out of that. It's as if we're going to a cinema, we watch the film, but we forget that we were there. I've seen the Titanic 12 times when it came out. But I forgot that I was there those 2 hours. That's why we go to the cinema, because we want to forget who we are in that moment. We want to be in another reality. And when I went with Leonardo DiCaprio onto that ship, it was as if I didn't know if I was hungry. I didn't know who I was. I even forgot where I was in the room. And that's how distracting the outer world is since we are a baby. And to awaken is to, remember, you can still look at Leonardo DiCaprio in that film, but I have to still watch what I'm doing and how I'm feeling. And that's what school trained out, because school never asked you, how do you feel? I didn't have a class where it said, how do you feel? And I'm responsible for that. And how do I feel? If I just feel like okay, or if I feel like there could be something better, I'm the one who's responsible. So that's why I also went on all these journeys right now, because I've built up so many happy memories that you won't believe it, but they say in the old mysticism of where I went that if you have happy tears in your eyes, you're in ecstasy. And I cannot tell you how often I had that while standing at a corner with an ice cream and everyone was just rushing by doing their normal, daily routines, and I was just thrown out of that. And I was just walking to random places that just opened up, like it just reciprocated what I was thinking. I could see that the universe was like, how do you say, was like putting too many steps in to show me like that can even be better, and that can even be better, and just watch your intuition and that will be better. And it was just like too many dreams at once. It was like too many hard dreams establishing. And that's a moment where you just, even though you're trying to digest these beautiful memories, you just have happy tears in your eyes. And up until last year, I've never had happy tears in my eyes. It's just, you don't have to add and you don't have to subtract anything. And in this happy bubble, that's the biggest gift you can give yourself. That means I really believe no disease can enter. You can heal whatever has to be healed in yourself. It's just a happy place. So other people who come in, they can also feel that balance and that happiness and that inner peace. I never feel lonely. As soon as you are alone, it's not like I ever feel like, oh my God, I have the day just with me. I could be with a relationship. I could be with that woman over there. She's doing this. She's tomorrow going to Verona. She's going. No, not at all. Every time something went together, it was beautiful. Every time something didn't go together was also beautiful, because then the day opened up totally different. And I gave myself all this time. You need space. You need if you need a bubble, if you need a light bubble around you, a happy bubble, you need space around you. You have to give yourself room to breathe. Give your lungs room, not just the way they are in there, but also the room around you. I always tell my breath, you have unlimited space. Take it. Just take it. If you want happiness, it's also not just around me. I try to really widen it as much as I can with all the energy that you have. And if you do something that is a hard wish, I just don't go into that with an attitude of, I can now pay that. Who cares? I bless the pilot. I bless everyone who serves me on that day. Or a whole airport, I think, wow, an operational system of unbelievable logistic. So it's a combination of a lot of things. It's being grateful. I'm every time grateful. I am so grateful. Also so grateful about my history, because every single one of them pushed me to a speed and quick way of changing my personality, in a way of that I could find this. And that's what these challenges are for. The only goal you have in life is to find this happiness. You have paradise or hell on earth, and I always decide for paradise.